Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Today we have to revise question number 1 to 4 of exercise of unit 1. Question number 1, multiple choice questions. First statement, why does a spark from a firework not hurt very much if it lands on your hand? Option A, the spark has a huge amount of heat energy. B, the spark has a lot of heat energy. C, the spark has a little heat energy. D, the spark has no heat energy. Correct option is C, the spark has little heat energy. Second statement, heat energy is measured in option A, degrees, B, joules, C, newtons, D, Pascal. Correct option is B, joules. Statement 3. Which of these does the kinetic theory not explain? Option A, condensing of steam. B, evaporation of water. C, heat coming from the sun. D, melting of ice. The correct option is C, heat coming from the sun, because it does not involve particles. Statement 4. What happens when one end of a metal bar is heated? Option A, molecules at the heated end move as fast as at the other end. B, molecules at the heated end move faster than at the other end. Option C, molecules at the heated end move more slowly than at the other end. Option D, molecules at the heated end move towards the other end. The correct option is B, molecules at the heated end move faster than at the other end. Statement 5. What is the name of the continuous circulating stream of water set up inside a kettle when it is heated? Option A, a charging current. B, combustion current. C, conduction current. D, convection current. The correct option is D, convection current. True or false? First statement, you can still burn your tongue on a cup of tea even though it may not be very hot. This statement is true. Second statement, heat is measured with the thermometer. This is false statement because temperature is measured with thermometer. Third statement, when water changes state from ice to a liquid, the total mass of the water never changes. This is true statement. Statement 4. A short metal spoon is better for stirring hot soup than a long metal spoon. This is false statement. Statement number 5. Heat can only be carried by convection in liquids and gases. This is true statement. Question number 3. Use the given words to fill the gaps. Words are condenses, freezes, gas, liquid, melts, state. Ice is a solid. When it is heated, it melts and becomes water. Water is a liquid which boils at 100 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, it turns into a gas called steam. When steam cools, it condenses and turns back into water. At 0 degrees Celsius, water freezes and turns back into ice. These are the examples of changes of state. Question number 4. The Kelvin scale starts at absolute zero and has degrees which are the same size as the degrees on the Celsius scale. Part 1. Fill in the missing temperature on these scales. we have to fill these temperatures. Part 2. Write the rule for changing temperatures on Celsius scale to temperatures on the Kelvin scale. Beta, the answer is add 273 to the degrees on Celsius scale to convert it into Kelvin scale. Or if we have to convert Kelvin scale into degree Celsius, we have to minus 273 from the Kelvin temperature to get the temperature in degree Celsius. By applying these two rules, we can fill these gaps. Now by applying these formulas, we can fill the missing temperature on these scales. There is temperature 200 degrees Celsius on Celsius scale. We have to convert it into Kelvin scale. For converting it into Kelvin scale, we have to add 273 into 200 degrees Celsius. Then it will become 473 Kelvin. Here it will come. We have to write 473 Kelvin. Now next is 373 Kelvin, and we have to convert it into Celsius. In order to do this, we have to minus 273 from the temperature in Kelvin, and it will be equal to 100 degree Celsius. Here we have to write 100 degrees Celsius. Now the temperature on Celsius scale is 0 degree Celsius. We have to add 273 in it. It will become equal to 273 Kelvin. Here we have to write 273 Kelvin. Again there is temperature in Kelvin 173 Kelvin, and we have to convert it into degree Celsius. For this we have to minus 273 from it, and it will become equal to minus 100 degree Celsius. Now the temperature is minus 200 degrees Celsius, and we have to convert it into Kelvin. For this we will add 273 in it, and it will become equal to 73 Kelvin. Next, minus 273 degrees Celsius is equal to 0 Kelvin. Part 3. Use your rule to convert the following Celsius temperatures to the Kelvin scale.
Start.
A. 300 degrees Celsius. In order to convert 300 degrees Celsius into Kelvin scale, we have to add 273 in it, and it will become equal to 573 Kelvin. B. 150 degrees Celsius. In order to convert 150 degrees Celsius into Kelvin scale, we have to add 273 in it, and it will become equal to 423 Kelvin. C. Minus 50 degrees Celsius. In order to convert minus 50 degrees Celsius into Kelvin scale, we have to add 273 in it, and it will become equal to 223 Kelvin. Part 4. Use the kinetic theory to explain why it is not sensible to convert temperatures lower than minus 273 degrees Celsius to the Kelvin scale. The answer is on page number 3. It will start from this. The temperature at which the particles stop moving is called absolute zero, and end at this minus 273 degrees Celsius.